Welcome to the Trade Upset Team Builder. I'm going to be building the best team I can from players from the lowest trade upset, which is a 75 to 79 one, all the way up to the highest rated trade upset, which will give us a 95 overall player. I will then give myself a points difference I have to hit in a showdown quarter. If I don't, I will have to quick sell a really high rated card in the game. So let's kick things off with this lowest rated trade upset. As you can see, I need to exchange 3 70 to 74 overall players, and that will give me a 75 to 79 overall player. Of course, we did do one of these videos towards the start of the season, but they have added these new trade upsets. Of course, they've been out for quite a while. I haven't really made a video on them, so I thought we'd make one today, going through all of these ones and trying to get some good players for the team. But our first player added to the team is a 75 overall Terry Rozier. So that Terry Rozier card can go in at the shooting guard spot. Of course, I'm using my boosted lineup that I have got using past season players on the bench. We got a strategic medal from season 5, and then we got a good core and then some good jerseys as well. So let's find this card over here so we can stick him in as our starting shooting guard. Hopefully we'll be able to replace him later on down the line, but at least he goes up to 89 overall. So that is the first player added to this team. So let's go back into the sets and work our way through them, and hopefully we can at least get everyone at every single position. So let's go ahead, scroll all the way down to the next trade up set, which is going to be an 80 to an 84 overall player. This is the first set that requires those trade up tokens. So let's see who we can get. The first elite trade up player is going to be an 82 overall Draymond Green. So not bad at all. A power forward spot, which is good to see. At least we're getting those different positions. Otherwise, we might have to settle for a bronze player at a certain position. But let's keep going through all of these players to find that Draymond Green over there, 82 overall. We'll stick him in and we'll check his stats out. You can see the 81 offensive and defensive rebounding is not bad at all. Dunking is maxed out. You can see the plus 43 stat on him with all of the boosts. Going up to 95 overall is a very nice overall jump. So let's go back to the core trade upsets and go on to the third trade upset up to an 85 to 89 overall player. If we can get an 89 overall player, that would be absolutely amazing in terms of team overall. But what is it going to be? Will we get lucky? Will we not get lucky? It's an 86 overall Seth Curry, but unfortunately, he is going to be at the shooting guard spot. At least he's got a 91 three-point shot on him, which isn't bad at all. So let's go back to the team. And of course, Rozier, he's going to have to go, and that Seth Curry is going to replace him. So we're going to have to find him through all of these high-rated cards. We will be quick selling one of them if I don't get to a certain points difference in the showdown quarter. So he goes up to 100 overall. That three-point stat is going to look very good in a showdown quarter with all of the boosts we've got on these guys. But let's go back to the sets, go back into the core trade upsets, and we're now on to the second row of trade upsets. You can see all of these blue ones over here, getting ourselves some very high rated players. So we're on to the 90 to 92 overall player trade up set. Can we get a 92 overall player out of this one? We've kind of been going on the lower end of the overalls so far, and we get a 95 overall Lively the second. That is not in the range at all of what players you can pull. If we go out of this for a second, you can see it's 90 to 92. We just pulled a 95 overall Lively the second. It might be a bug. I think a lot of people on Discord were mentioning something about that, but I wasn't really sure what trade upset that was on, but it seems to be that one giving us a 95 overall player. I might have to do that again towards the end of the video to see if we can pull some more 95 overall players, but we won't add them to the lineup because we're doing each trade upset once. But as you can see, we have got this guy on our team, a 92 offensive and 90 defensive rebounding, going up to 108 with all of the boost we've got on him. So that's not a bad start to the lineup. You can see Seth Curry, Draymond, and Lively the second. We will of course replace Curry and Butler with 2 players from the trade upsets if we get them, or we will just simply use some bronze players. But hopefully we can find some good players in these trade upsets, as we're now onto the 93 trade upsets. This one's going to need 2 90 to 92 overall players in this one. So we'll stick in Wemby, we'll stick in Toppin, 1 elite trade up token gets us a 93 overall player. So the beauty with all of these is you're basically trading up your players one by one. If you get your players from the past set, you can use them in the next set and get yourself some higher rated players. What are we going to get? It's going to be a 93 Fred VanVleet. So that's the point guard sorted for this team, which is not bad at all. That's going to replace that Steph Curry card, as you can see. So let's try and find this Fred VanVleet card. We had him at the finesse style from that actual promo itself. Of course, that was the one to get Jokic. He goes up to 107, which is great to see. So we just need a small forward, and we got 2 more trade upsets to open, the 94 and the 95 trade upset. So let's go down to the 94 one over here and see who we can get. out of this trade up set. We're going to need 2 of those elite trade up tokens this time to hopefully pull a very, very good 94 rated card. Hopefully we can get one of the boosts as well, because it might help our season 8 lineup. You never know. It's going to be just a regular base 94 overall Al Horford over there. Conference finals upgrade player. Nothing too special with that card, although the rebounding stats are quite nice. I just remembered we pulled Lively and he was 95 overall, so that Al Horford is not going to be better than Lively the second. That was such a freak pull out of that 90 to 92 overall trade up set, but we're now on to the 95 overall trade up set. This is going to be the highest rated player we can pull from these trade up sets. Hopefully down the line we will get some higher rated trade up sets, but we do have to wait for them, and hopefully they're going to go maybe even up to 105 or something crazy like that. But let's see what we can get out of this one over here. It's going to be a 95 overall DeMar DeRozan over there from the Unsung Heroes promo. He was the Grandmaster in that one, giving out that elite athleticism boost to position, looking great. And that is the one position we actually needed for the team. So he's going to go in at the small forward spot to complete the lineup. If we take out that Jimmy Butler over there, we'll scroll all the way down to the 95 overall DeMar DeRozan, and we'll take a look at his stats over there. You can see shooting is okay at 92 mid-range, which is great. You can see some maxed out stats on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side as well, going up to 107 overall with all of the boosts. So the team itself, 110 overall. Of course, the bench is definitely helping that out because it is completely maxed out. We got all of the boosts on them, which is nice to see. So I'm going to actually go ahead and say if we don't win this quarter by 10 points, I'm actually going to go ahead and quick sell this 109 overall Jaylen Brown. This is a really high rated card at 109 overall. He was from that fan favorites promo, which was a very fun promo, and that's why I kept a lot of the cards from the promo itself. I enjoy playing with this card, so I'm going to put him on the line in this video. If I don't get a 10 points difference, he will be getting quick sold at the end of this video. So let's see what we can do in the showdown quarter. So the game has put us up against a 105 overall team. We've got the massive overall advantage, although in the past that has kind of thrown us a little bit. I'll try and score with everyone if I can, but I am trying to get that 10 points difference because I don't want to quick sell that Jaylen Brown over there. So let's keep going through. We get the first 3-pointer off with Fred VanVleet over there. That's our first 3 points on the board, which is good to see. But Klay Thompson, he's going to drive in. Draymond jumping up at completely the wrong time as Thompson comes through with that one-handed slam. He was from one of the previous promos, and that dunking is at 99, which is absolutely nuts. We got Curry though. Unfortunately, he misses his shot, but Lively able to get the rebound and able to get the layup in. I'm still shocked that we got that Lively card out of the lower rated trade up sets. That must be a bug. In fact, I will after this quarter do that set again and see what else we can pull. But Draymond's going to pick up the ball. We'll run up the court with him. We'll go in for the dunk, and he's going to finish off that one with a one-handed slam. So we're up by 5 points at the moment, which is good to see. Can we get the steal off John Wall? They're going to play it out to Reed though. Come on, we need some good defense. Reed's going to try and drive in and try and make the layup, but luckily Green's able to get the rebound that time. We'll play it over to DeMar DeRozan because we haven't actually scored with him. We'll try a 3-pointer if we can with him. It's a perfect release, and he's going to splash that one. 93 3-point shots. So not amazing, but he's still knocking it down off of the perfect look over there, and it was wide open, which is great to see. What's John Wall going to do? He's going to drive out to the 3-point arc. We've almost double teamed him over there, and Lively's able to pick up the steal. We'll play it over to Fred VanVleet. We'll try a second 3-pointer with him. It's a perfect release, and he's going to sink it. We're up by 11 points now in the quarter, and we still got just over a minute to go. Maybe I should have upped the points difference. I think in the last team builder video I did when we did the pro pack one, I think the goal in that one was 8 points, and we just about did that. But hopefully we can keep things going. So we'll play it over to DeMar DeRozan again. We'll get a mid-range shot if we can. It's a good release, and he's going to knock it down as well. That's a better mid-range shot for DeMar DeRozan at 102, which is good to see. We're still only up by 11 points. Let's see if we can increase this a little bit. It's only a shot away from going down the drain as Thompson's able to pick up the rebound. Him again going in for that one-handed slam. Even though his dunking's fairly low, he's got that one-handed slam on lock. Let's see what we can do with Draymond Green down the other end. Unfortunately though, he misses a one-handed slam. I was saying Klay Thompson's able to get those one-handed slams, but Draymond Green missing that one over there, which is a shame to see. John Wall's going to pull the trigger on the 2, and he's going to knock it down. So we're only up by 7 points. If we can get a 3-pointer here, we've managed to get back up to that 10 points difference. Fred VanVleet for 3. He bricks it though, and we don't get the rebound with Draymond Green. We got 7 seconds left to go in the quarter. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get the ball back. Reed's going to go for 3. He misses that one. We get the ball back. DeMar DeRozan from full court, and that unfortunately is not going in. So we do only win by 7 points in that quarter, 15-8 unfortunately. So we are going to have to quick sell that Jaylen Brown, the 109 overall player, is going to have to be quick sold. Firstly, I'm going to go back to the trade up sets and I'm going to redo that set that gave us Lively just to see what else I can pull from that one over there. I think it was this one. So we're going to stick in some players that I don't mind putting into the set. So we'll put Gafford and a couple of other guys as well. We'll spend 120 NBA cash because why not? I can't be bothered to go ahead and get myself another elite trade up token. But let's see who we can get out of this one. It's going to be a 95 overall Damian Lillard with that elite shooting boost. Maybe I should have done this set a little bit more before going into gameplay, because that is an insane pull out of that one over there. The team boost as well, plus 4-1 to team. I think I'm going to leave the set alone for a little bit now. Maybe that's something to do if you want to try and get some good rated players. But now onto the auction house. I haven't had to quick sell a player in a very long time in a challenge. We're going to have to scroll all the way through these season 8 cards to get to the multi-year players. We go all the way through these guys, all the way through the collectibles, and then we should reach, there we go, the high rated players. Is it by season? I think it is. So we're gonna have to go through all of these guys over here, get to the other players. There we go, we're into the right players. Jaylen Brown for 4,500 coins is being quick sold. He's gone.